Hello everyone, Tommy here, back with you again from Z Grills, bringing you another classic recipe. I mean, I don't think you can get much more classic than this. And of course, I am talking about the prime rib. All right, everybody, look, so there are many different ways to smoke a prime rib. I mean, you can go high heat, 500 or so for 20 minutes, then shut the pit down and let it sit in there to a perfect rare to medium rare. And there are a few other methods, but on today's show, we are going to keep this simple with a simple rub of 16 mesh black pepper, some kosher salt, and a little bit of granulated garlic. And I want to do it the way it was done back in the day. And of course, I am talking a slow roasted prime rib at 225 Fahrenheit, where we will take it to a perfect rare. Then we will bump the pit up to 400 or 500 Fahrenheit and finish it off for about 10-15 minutes to that perfect temperature. So look, at this time, let's turn our attention to the board and prep this prime rib up. So first step here, if your prime rib is already tied with some butcher twine, you are going to have to remove that. Now, if your prime rib is not already tied up, you're just going to move on to the next step. And that here is removing those bones, right? You want to separate the bones from the meat. You don't want to 100% remove them off, but you will separate them. Just keep your knife all tilted down towards the bone as you just kind of cut downwards. And you'll take it about 1 inch from the bottom. Now look, if you accidentally separated them all the way, it is no big deal. But basically what we are looking to do here is we want to season up those ribs and season up the insides of that meat. And again, we are just going with a salt, pepper, and granulated garlic, man. We are keeping this classic. Look, you know, that salty bark that you get on these prime ribs, I say you definitely don't want to skimp out on the rub. Make sure you get it on all sides, tops, bottoms, and even on the bones, man. Bottom side of the bones, get some rub on there. Why not? Yeah. So look, guys, at that point, after you get all this rubbed down, you're going to have to get that butcher's twine, because we are going to need to tie this bad boy back up. Now look, for a 3-bone, you can go 3 pieces of butcher's twine. For a 4-bone, you're going to want to go 4 pieces, right? The first piece is going to tie the bones back to the meat. So look, an easy trick here is just keep twisting it around, pull it tight, and she will not move. Then continue with your knot, and then clean up the edges with a scissor. And now look, you're going to do that, and you are going to do on a 3-bone. You are going to do 2 just like that. Again, 4-bone. You will have another one in the middle, and it'll be 3. Again, twist it around 3-4 times, pull it tight, get your knot in, and then clean up the edges. It gets much more simple than that. And again, this is the classic recipe, man. This slow roasted prime rib or slow smoked is the way we did it back in the day. I mean, I am talking 50s, 60s, 70s. This is the way it was done in just about every house in this country. So that's the word of the day here. Keep it simple. And let's do it classic. Look, I am going to go on over to my Z Grills 1100 2B. We will fire that up with some cherry pellets and bring that up to that perfect 225. Come on. Alrighty, look, as we are waiting for our Z Grills to come up to temp, usually when I'm working with a nice size chunk of meat like this, I do like to season it up, then fire up the pit. That's going to give That's going to give the meat a chance to just kind of settle, let those seasonings and let that rub do its thing. It's going to start sweating it out, and that is just a good thing, man. So look, when that pit hits the proper temp of 225, we will get this puppy on. We will bring it up to that perfect, anywhere between 105 and 110, and then we will finish it off at a little bit higher of a temperature. All right, guys, look, a couple things to point out here. A, you definitely want to probe your meat, right? Because you want to bring that up to that perfect, 105, 110, somewhere in there. And also, you'll notice I have a drip pan underneath. We want to catch any drippings that we can get. Add a little bit of red wine, thicken it up, and you've got the perfect jus. And look, if I didn't mention it, we will be pairing this up here with some nice brown rice and also an asparagus with a side salad. Other than that, it is a smooth smoking. Alrighty, guys, and just like that, we are a little over 3 hours in. We are perfect internal at 110. Let's get it out, let's get it on the board, and then let's go back to our Z-Grills and jack that up as far as she can go. So look, one thing to note here is, man, oh man, look at that gorgeous color, man. Oh yeah. Now those cherry pellets have a lot to do with that, but also just slow roasting them. And we will get that jus in the house. We will get a quick temp to make sure we are right. And we are perfect at 108 internal. So look, I got my pit all juiced up, man. We are about 500 on the inside. We will get this roast on, and we will let this run for about 10, 15 minutes. That is it. Oh man, look at that color. All right, guys, look, man, and just like that, that was a quick 15 minutes. Let's go in, let's get it off, let's get it on the board to rest, and then we will wrap up this show. I mean, look at the color on that prime rib. That is exactly what you want. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right, everyone, that is a quick 15-minute rest. Let's drop the cameras around and let's slice it open. Let's fix us up a plate and see how we did. So at this point, what you can do here is you can completely, after you remove the twine, you can completely remove those set of bones and serve them that way. But since I am going to be serving this tonight for dinner, I will just make one slice to show you guys in between the bones, and we will do a quick plate and a quick taste test. Now guys, look, keep in mind that wall-to-wall pink, man, and look at the juices. Yeah. That is your classic prime rib. So we will just make up a beautiful plate here. One, a slice of prime rib. I love the asparagus this time of year. And we will get a little bit of rice down. And of course, you'll drizzle some of that jus sauce. I mean, wow. Guys, let's take this in for that taste test and some closing thoughts. Alrighty, Z-Grillers, and it does not get much more classic than that. Now look, if you wanted this a little bit more cooked, instead of bringing it out at 110, bring it out at 115 or 120, depending on how you want it done. Now let's dive in. To what is easily the most favorite part of my job, and that is the taste test. Of course, we got a cheers. I mean, guys, look, this is the classic prime rib. As you notice, we are wall-to-wall pink. That's what you get at that 2 1/4 low and slow. Again, about 3.5 hours. If you would have did one of the other methods with maybe a higher heat temp, you would not have that pink wall to wall, and to me that is what you want. So look guys, as always, Z Grills will have this recipe blogged out. You can get that information down in the description, and don't forget all of Z Grills resources as far as the Instagram, the Facebook page, and of course this the YouTube channel right here. And we got the website also. So you got a lot of resources at Z Grills to keep that pit operational all year long. So look, man, that is it. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys allowing me to cook for you. You could find me again here next month. If there's something you want to see, leave it down below in the comments. And as always, until next time, we will see you soon.